Schools are often understood as spaces for education. They are spaces where curiosity is nurtured, ideas exchanged, and memories made. But what if a school becomes a place of refuge? Every year during monsoon, Assam faces recurring floods, due to which thousands of families are displaced every year. In a small town like Dibrugarh in Assam, government schools are often used as shelters every year during the monsoons. So, how can a school transform into shelter in crisis? This dual role of school and shelter led to the beginning of my project, Vidyangan, an angan of learning and shelter. Vidyangan reimagines a 100-year-old heritage school which is located in one of the most flood prone regions in Dibrugarh, Assam. The school holds deep cultural value with regional Assamese construction techniques along with adaptation of architectural elements of Vishwabharati Shantiniketan in Kolkata. The school being on the higher plinth level than the road level helps prevent the space from flooding during the monsoons. The existing plan has both strengths and weaknesses. The strengths are the presence of courtyard, higher ceiling in classrooms, and opportunity for natural air circulation. The weaknesses are basic necessities are missing like the library, reception, computer lab, etc. Out of 25 classrooms, only 12 classrooms are being officially used. The design response to the existing problems are the basic necessities are provided like there are designated reception area, library, computer lab, etc. Proper utilization of the courtyard and improved circulation compared to the existing circulation. Strategies considered while designing the master plan were spatial flexibility, transformable furniture, and dual use zoning. My area of intervention is the middle school wing, where learning is not limited within the classrooms. Middle school students are in a transitional phase and they learn better by collaboration, interaction, and group activities as stated by the National Education Policy 2020. The climate in Dibrugarh is hot, humid, and heavily rainfall driven. The courtyard helps create microclimate. The louvered doors bring in more natural light and helps in passive ventilation. The roofing is divided in three parts. The topmost is the GI sheet roofing, which is fixed to the timber frame ceiling, which is again further covered by the bamboo mat frame ceiling for hot air to pass through the perforations of the bamboo mat. The middle school wing is divided into multiple interactive zones. The crossword installation area helps the students to engage, collaborate, and interact, which helps in their cognitive development. The outdoor step up seatings in the courtyard helps in conducting outdoor classes. The corridor also becomes an interaction point apart from transition to the courtyard. The Learning Resource Center has quiet reading nooks, which helps the students to study in a quiet corner. The existing staircase becomes an interacting element where the students on the other side can interact through the terracotta jaalis. The space below the first flight of the staircase is an interactive zone for the students to discuss their study materials. The area also has a blackboard where the students can discuss. The staircase leads to the high school wing, which also has courts on every step for visual interaction. There are bamboo-weaved panels which allow students to display their works, encouraging group activities and collaboration. The materials are bamboo is the most available material for construction in Assam. Bamboo mats are used in partitions and fall ceilings. Terracotta jaalis are used for ventilation. The color palette is derived from Vishwabharati Shantiniketan and also the existing site. It is also derived from the famous Assamese textiles called the Muga silk. The auditorium has Assamese cultural motifs and Bengali motifs for cultural representation within the space. Every year during monsoon, the school is transformed into a shelter. Classrooms are transformed into sleeping zones which caters up to 7 beds per classes. The table used in school hours has telescopic legs which are joined together in 4 modules to form a single bed when slid down. The dimensions of the modules together can accommodate 2 people per bed. The bamboo-weaved panels used during school hours for display are also used as shower stalls during shelter when folded. The weaving is done with polypropylene rope, which is waterproof. The bathing shed above the stalls is constructed with bamboo frame with GI sheets sloping for the rainwater to slide downwards. There are sleeping beds in classrooms and auditorium, which has up to 63 beds in the middle school wing. There are designated food distribution area and food is usually distributed by the NGOs. So what begins as a school seamlessly transforms into a shelter during flood every year. Therefore, Vidyangan is a proposal where the project respects heritage of the institution, responds to its climate, and redefines both learning and shelter in one framework.